Thank you very much for joining us once again. Welcome back. This is the last lecture on UAE economic substance regulations, and we are discussing distribution and service center business. In the distribution and service center business, there are two different categories. One is a distribution and second one is a service center business. In the distribution business, they said if the licensee is buying goods from the foreign group company and licensee is distributing or selling those goods or raw material to the clients, then it will be considered that the licensee is in the distribution business. While in case of service center business, they said if the licensee is providing services to foreign group company and these services are in connection with the foreign group company's business outside the UAE, then it will be considered that the licensee is in the service center business. In both of these distinct activities, it reflects that the party from which goods are being bought, this is the foreign group company. In case of services, the party to whom services are being provided, this is the foreign group company. So means if the goods are being bought from third party or services are being provided to third party, then in both of the situation it will be considered that the licensee is not in the distribution and service center business. Moreover, they said if the licensee is involved in the one-off transaction, might be this is the distribution or might be this is the service center business, and for this one-off transaction, licensee is recharging the foreign group company at cost or less than cost, then licensee will not be required to satisfy the economic substance test. In case of distribution business, there is some sort of confusion because it has been written in the cabinet decision that if the licensee is purchasing goods from the foreign connected person, they are using and licensee is importing and storing those goods in the state, and then reselling such components, goods outside the state, then licensee will be subject to ESR. So based upon this definition, it reflects that if the goods are being imported from foreign group company, goods are being imported and stored within UAE, then goods are being resold to a party outside the UAE, then it will be subject to ESR. So means if the goods are not being imported within UAE, even the goods are being bought from the foreign group company, as per this definition, it will not be subject to ESR. Even goods are being imported from foreign group company, goods are being imported within UAE, goods are being stored within UAE, but these goods are being sold within UAE to any third party, as per this definition, it will not be subject to ESR. While in the relevant activity guide, it has been written that if the goods are being bought from the foreign group company and these goods are being sold, then it will be subject to ESR. Means there is no conditions of importing the goods within UAE, there is no conditions of storing the goods within UAE, and there is no condition for reselling the goods to a party outside the UAE. So in this situation, ESR would be applicable. I personally feel this is the proper and as per the requirement, as per the essence of economic substance regulations. So I feel if the goods are being bought from the foreign group company and these goods are being sold anywhere across the globe, then it will be subject to ESR. And as we discussed earlier, if the goods are not being bought from the foreign group company, then it will not be subject to ESR. So what would be the Sigue activity, core income generating activity? They said transporting and storing the goods. These should be performed in UAE. So if we are going exactly as per the definition of cabinet decision, we will be able to satisfy this clause. we will be able to bring the goods within UAE. Then we will be required to provide the transportation within UAE, storage within UAE. Then licensee would be able to satisfy this Sigue test. Now if the goods are being purchased from foreign group company which is based in China, and the goods are being transported directly from China to Africa, goods are not even touching UAE land. So how will we be able to satisfy this transportations and storing of goods condition? So again, might be I will be thinking this transportation, this storing of goods, it should be managed from UAE. If the transportation and storage is being managed from UAE, I believe still it will be considered that the licensee has met Sigue test. Managing of inventory, if the minimum inventory required to be managed, they said is required to be managed within UAE. Taking orders and providing consulting and administrative services. If all these services are being provided within UAE, then we will say that the entity has met the Sigue test. Regulatory authority, the Ministry of Economy, competent authority in the respective free zone, competent authority in the financial free zone. These are the regulatory authorities. Here are some examples. In the first example, they said one company buys furniture from group company and sells. Now, if we are going back to the definition which has been given in the cabinet decision and which has been given in the relevant activities guide, so we can see here they said the XYZ is buying the goods from the foreign group company and selling in the whole GCC. It will be subject to ESR. They are not asking that goods are being imported from the foreign group company, goods are being stored within UAE, goods are being transported within UAE, then being resold to foreign company, it will be subject to ESR. No, this is not the condition like this. They said if the goods are being purchased from the foreign group company and these are being sold, it will be subject to ESR. In the second category, the company TUV is exporting services to its foreign group company, it will be subject to ESR. In the third example, they said there is a company ABC UK. This company has a subsidiary in KSA with the name of HIG. This HIG subsidiary is in need of IT support to implement the accounting system. This HIG KSA has one more HIG KSA has a subsidiary in UAE with the name of QRS, and QRS is providing accounting auditing services to third parties. So HIG requested QRS to provide one IT person just for 3 months. This is a one-off transaction, and QRS has provided its IT team, IT person to HIG to implement the accounting system. They said yes, QRS is providing services to a foreign group company. Yes, QRS is providing. Second, this is a one-off transaction. Yes, this is a one-off transaction. Third, is this transaction being recharged on cost or below cost? Yes. If all these three conditions are being satisfied, then we will say licensee will not be required to satisfy the economic substance test because it will fall under the one-off transaction. Stay connected, stay in touch, stay safe. Thank you very much for joining. Bye bye.